So hello to you and welcome to this weekly Wealth Insight. And it's Scott Picken, I'm a wealth hacker, and I love to share inspiring stuff about wealth and how you can get it. And most importantly, it actually starts with your brain. So one of the things I was thinking about this week, which is so important, it's come up a number of times for me, is trust. You know, when you look at it, there's two types of trust. There's how the world trusts you and how you trust yourself. Now, it's an interesting one, which one you think is more important. My belief would be that it starts with yourself. So I'm going to talk about both of them. So when it comes to yourself, you know, I'm a very big believer that when you say you do something, you do it. I'll give you an example. When I was a young boy, I don't know, 6 or 7, I said I'd do Comrades. Now, Comrades is it's the biggest, longest one distance day race in the world. It's 89 kilometers or roughly 60 miles. And anyway, I never thought that I'd grow up to look like a fat little hooker. And but you know, it was a dream of mine. It was a goal. I set it and I was intent on doing it. So what happened was back in, I don't even remember, 2008, I don't remember how old I was. I did the up run and I failed. It was one of the most debilitating things because I've always believed very much that your mind over matter, like you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. Well, that's not the truth. I started cramping at 31 Ks and by 63 Ks, I literally fell over, my entire body cramped. And what's interesting is that most people would give up at that point. You know, you tried, you said you would do it, you tried, you failed. I had one of the most humiliating things that ever happened to me. I had to go on the side of a national highway and hitchhike in my running gear to try and get a lift. Everyone obviously knew I'd failed. So a very big public humiliation. But I'd said I was going to do it. In fact, I didn't just say I was going to do it. I said I was going to do the up and the down. So I came back the next year and I did the down, and then I came back and I did the up. And for me, you know, one of the things that's very important in life is that really you must think through what you say you're going to do before you do it. And when you commit, it's done. It's just a matter of actually actioning it. Because once you've committed, it's a fact. And that's a level of trust within yourself, which I can promise you is invaluable. Then obviously, the more that you have that, the more that you're going to get the trust in the external world. Because people will become more and more confident that when you say you'll do something, it happens. And that is, you know, I learned this great story from Roger Hamilton about Elon Musk. Because the most successful people in the world trusts them because when they say they'll do something, they do it and it becomes predictable. And if you take Elon Musk with the Tesla or SpaceX or whatever, the reason that it has this incredible valuations, the reason that people are prepared to pay so much money, the reason that Elon Musk is literally the richest man in the world is because when he says he'll do something, it happens. And the more predictable you become, and the more the world starts to trust you, that when you say you'll do something, you do it, the more your value in the world will grow up because people can rely on you. And so can you see how the two are completely tied to each other? Firstly, you have to trust yourself. And if you're resolute and you do what you say you'll do, no matter what, not your best, no matter what, then the rest of the world will start to trust you. What does that mean to wealth? Well, from everything I've learned in life, when it comes to investing and partnership and everything else, it's all built on trust. The most important foundation is trust. And so if you want to create and do whatever you want in your life, you have to start by trusting yourself and being a beacon as a person who lives up to their values and does what they say so that others can trust you. I hope you enjoyed this weekly Wealth Insight. I look forward to seeing you next week. As always, we bring these out every single week because I want you to not only be inspired, to have the knowledge and to have the access so that you can be like everybody. Well, we can empower everybody to invest like the top 1%. From an incredible night, look at this amazing, amazing day. If you enjoy this, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. See you next week. Cheers.